Nuit Eau de Parfum. Stay tuned to FM. Hi everybody, welcome back to FRAG-MENTAL, although I am thinking of changing the channel name to Little Beard Business. Let me know what you think. So in today's video, I'm talking to you about a brand new release from Yves Saint Laurent. It's a flanker to the very popular 2009 release, La Nuit de l'Homme Eau de Toilette. This is the Eau de Parfum version. A lot of people claim to have performance issues with the most recent formulations of La Nuit EDT, so I'll be talking about the performance of this and everything else. Let's start off by taking a look at the notes. We've got grapefruit, cardamom, clary sage, lavender absolute, leather, patchouli, sandalwood, vetiver and tonka. I'm going to start off by saying that the opening to this EDP flanker is sensational. I really enjoy it. You get this strong, concentrated blast of sweet, sensual depth. An interesting note in the breakdown is grapefruit. I don't really pick up on the grapefruit in the opening. I don't really pick up on any citrus element really here. In fact, most of the notes in the breakdown don't seem to be prominent above the other notes. I just get one really nice, smooth blend. I do pick up on the cardamom in the opening of this, although not to the same degree as I do in the original. In the EDT, the cardamom is paired with bergamot, which has a hesperidic nature. So the liveliness, the effervescence of that citrus bergamot really lifts the spiciness of the cardamom off the skin. It zings off the skin, it sings more than in this one. And I think because of that effect, the original EDT does have slightly better initial projection anyway. This one still has very good projection, but I think it's just a little more lively, a little zingier because of that spicier cardamom in the original. A note that is really nice in this as well is the leather, and it's creating this slight petroleum nuance, similar to what you hear people describe about Tom Ford's Tuscan leather, although definitely not to that same degree. It's not a sharp leather, it's not a strong leather, it's not a leather that is going to be a divisive note in this fragrance at all. It's very, very smooth and mixed with all this sweetness, so that's a really lovely element to the heart of this fragrance. I don't really pick up too much on the lavender or the patchouli in here. That's not to say those notes aren't doing their job. I'm sure they are supporting the overall composition and keeping it rounded, which it certainly is very smooth and rounded, no sharp edges at all to this fragrance. Where I do feel this one excels is the use of sandalwood and tonka in the base. They're providing this lovely, smooth, sweet, slightly creamy, sensual depth. I even get a little bit of a cherry nuance, which to me was slightly reminiscent of a similar effect that the tonka has in Dior's Fève Délicieuse. So I'm not saying it's the same fragrance as that one, but the syrupy, sweet pancake effect that tonka can sometimes have in a fragrance seems to be having a similar effect in this one. Development for me was quite linear. It didn't really change that much from start to finish. That's absolutely fine. That's not a negative, really. I enjoyed the scent from start to finish. It starts strong, and then that same scent pretty much remained on me throughout the life. It just slowly fades over time. The next thing I want to talk about is the all-important category of performance. Everyone's dying to know how this one performs compared to the EDT, because it's well known that later reformulations of the EDT are said to be very lacking compared to the original formulations, which began in 2009. I've been directly comparing this side by side with a 2012 La Nuit de l'Homme EDT, which I think is still one of the good formulations. I think it's before we started to get these weaker formulations, although do correct me if I'm wrong on that one. Compared to my 2012 EDT, this EDP did perform slightly better for me. They both start strong. You get that sweet sensuality of the EDP, and you get that lively sexiness of the EDT, but the EDT did fade over time a little bit sooner for me. Having said that, the 2012 EDT performance was average at best for me. I never got a great performance, whether earlier batches would have given me a better performance, but it was okay. So bearing in mind that this is slightly better than that, I would still describe the performance of this one as average for me. So not bad, but average and pretty acceptable. I was getting 2 hours of a pretty decent projection. I wore this for work, and as I walked in, one of my colleagues who wouldn't really usually comment on what fragrance I'm wearing. As soon as I walked past him, he literally stopped what he was saying. He turned and he said, you know, that is really good, that smells great. So it is projecting really well initially with this one. You're going to get around 6 to 7 hours longevity. It is going to fade over that time. After the first 3 hours, it's going to become a skin scent and it'll get you through the working day. But by the end of that working day, it will have become quite a faint skin scent. So you could wear this and it would last you just about all day, but my personal preference, because I love the first 2 or 3 hours of this so much, I would take a decant out with me and I would respray every 3 or 4 hours just to cycle through the amazing opening that this one has. It's pretty versatile, I think, in the same way that the original EDT is. You could wear this for pretty much any situation. It would work as an office scent, a day scent. I think it would excel maybe as a date night scent, some kind of evening scent, or a clubbing scent. But when you wear this, it would just depend what mood you're in. If you're in the mood for something more grown up and sensual and deep and rich, then you would go for this. Or if you're in the mood for something a little livelier and spicier, then the original EDT would be the one to choose. This hasn't yet been released in the UK, and I don't think it's released in the US either. It has been released in some European countries. I purchased this from a French website, so the prices I'm going to give you are going to be in euros. 40ml is 52 euros, 60ml is 60 euros, and 100ml is 80 euros. Usually the price in euros does translate to the same figure in pounds, and then obviously you've got the US dollar equivalent. So now I've broken this down a little bit for you, let's see what a few other people thought about it. Jono, if you just smell this one, and let me know your thoughts on each.
I think this one's a lot sharper.
Yeah.
You can really feel that one in your nostrils, whereas this one's a much more subtle version of that one. You can smell that they're similar, but that one's my preference.
You prefer this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the new one, the Eau de Parfum, this is the Eau de Toilette. Out of 10, what would you give that one?
I think it's good. I'd still give it like a 7.
Yeah.
But that one I think more than 9.
Alright, Ben, I just need you to smell this wrist, and then just give me your opinion on each. So, that one first.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely like that one the best.
Oh dear.
This one feels like a little bit stronger. This
Yeah.
one a bit more understated. I feel like that one's going to hit you in the face.
Yeah, a bit spicier.
Yeah, a bit spicier. Yeah, definitely that's it.
Yeah, this is a bit smoother.
Yeah. Quite
so,
like
out of 10, what would you give this one?
I'd say it's still nice. It's like 6 or 7 out of 10.
Yeah?
I'd say maybe this 8 or 9. I quite
Okay.
like that one quite a lot.
Alright. Okay, so all I need you to do is smell this arm, and let me know which one you prefer.
Right. Okay.
You can have another smell if you like, just to make sure.
Oh, it's hard. Yeah, okay. That one.
Alright, you prefer this one?
Yeah,
okay.
definitely.
Alright, this is the this is the Eau de Toilette, this is the new Eau de Parfum.
Okay.
Out of 10, what would you give this one?
I like that one.
Yeah.
But it's not like perfect, so not a 10, like a 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then this one's obviously lower than that.
Yeah, like a 4. I don't like that.
Oh really?
One. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's
it's a bit
interesting.
chemically.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
I
And
might prefer that one.
what does this?
It's more like
anything-
vanilla-y.
Yeah.
It's like more spicy.
Okay.
Spicy.
Smell here, and let me know which one you prefer.
I prefer that one.
Yeah. Try again. Make sure.
Yeah, that one. That one smells a bit old, like oak wood. Stuff like that. Yeah.
Some leather in it, so yeah.
Definitely that one's better.
Out of 10, what would you give this one?
That one.
Yeah.
8.
Okay. And would you wear it, or would you prefer it to smell it on a guy?
Smell on a guy. I personally won't wear it for myself. I like something quite sweet. So.
Okay. Okay, so just smell here, and then let me know which one you prefer.
I prefer that one.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay. Any particular reason?
No.
You just think it smells nicer, yeah?
Yeah, I like a muskier smell, so I like that one more.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Jana, if you could just smell here. Smell that. Which one do you prefer?
Can I do it again?
Yeah.
Okay. I think this one is coming through much more.
Okay.
It's stronger than this one.
Yeah.
I'm struggling to pick up the scent. I really have to go quite close and stay there for a while. So from that perspective, this.
Yeah.
And again, this one is more attractive smell to me.
Yeah. But it's not projecting. You've got to get close into my skin to smell it, haven't you? It's not. You're not really getting much of me.
No, not really.
No.
Let me smell it again. Yeah, I'm really struggling here. Yeah, this is quite nice, and
only going in
I do have
close.
to get close to you.
Gonna get close, and it sprayed 3 hours ago. This, so yeah, I thought I was maybe getting an osmic to it, but I think it's just not really projecting that much. Yeah. Do you get much?
Good.
Smell? Yeah. And then that. Which do you prefer?
Can I smell it again?
Yeah.
I think I prefer this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any reason? Or just?
I think it's more. This is stronger, this one, but
Yeah.
it has like it's woody.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah. It smells really good. That one.
Smell that. Which do you prefer?
Oh, I quite like the new one. The new one's better than that.
Think?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's lighter.
Think it's lighter?
Yeah, that's talcum powdery heavy smell.
Okay, it's gone a bit powdery maybe. Yeah.
Right, I like that one better.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Out of 10, what would you give that?
10. It's lovely.
You give it 10 out of 10?
Yeah,
All right,
it's lovely.
great. And that's the Eau de Toilette. What would you give the EDT?
About 8.
About 8? Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
So, some interesting opinions there. I know it was only a small group of people, but the majority of them did seem to prefer the EDP to the EDT. I'm going to finish this video by summing up my thoughts on the fragrance. I love it. I think it's a fantastic scent. It's deeper, more sultry, more sensual than the EDT. It definitely has the Nuit DNA running through it, but it's different enough to be able to own both of the scents. I don't think it's redundant to own both of them. They're both doing slightly different things in my opinion. More of a difference between these two than there was with Sauvage. So the EDP of Sauvage I felt was very similar to its EDT, and I wouldn't have recommended owning both of those because they were so similar. But I think you could definitely get away with the EDP and the EDT of this. If you were to push me to choose just one of them between the two, I would go for this one just. I think it is a great release from Yves Saint Laurent. And with that, we are at the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it, hope you found it useful. If you've tried this one, let me know what you think. I would love to hear your thoughts. Drop me a comment down below. Thanks for watching everybody. Remember, keep tuning into FM and keep smelling good.